be identified with this first reading, which says, happy is a husband of a good wife. Can I identify myself as a good wife? Is my husband happy because of me? Can I boast or make a claim that I can double the days of my husband? Can I be identified as one of those good wives, or be given as an example of good wife? This is a personal question every woman, married woman, need to ask herself. In the second reading, again, women, St. Paul advised that wives should subject to their husbands as they subject to the Lord. For husbands is the head of the wife, just as Christ is the head of the church. Another question for married women. Each person should ask herself, do I recognize my husband as my head? Do I look at my husband as the head of the family, as the authority? Do I really accept it in my heart of hearts? Sometimes truth is bitter, but we need to tell ourselves the truth. Again, husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church. Married men here, ask yourself, do I really love my wife as Christ loved his church? Let me explain how Christ loved his church, because when we say it simply like this, it just appears so straightforward. Christ loved his church and died for his church. Christ loved his church and accepted to die because of the church. Married men, the first reading praised the women and advised them to be good so that husband's life will be prolonged. And second reading again advised women to subject to the husbands. Now, husband, you are expected to love your wives. Every husband should ask himself, in his heart of hearts, whether the love we are talking about he has is just for external. Are you ready to sacrifice for your wife, just as Christ sacrificed and died for the church? It's a personal question each husband and wife should ask themselves and answer it individually. Don't discuss it with anybody. And that question, when you are answering it, God is listening to you. In the gospel, they came to Christ because family problem didn't start today. The problem between husbands and wife has been there for ages. And they wanted to see if Christ could give the leeway out. Just as some people do today. Sometimes they come to us as priests and tell some stories and want to see if a priest will support an idea that will help them to achieve their whatever they want to do. It could be against the husband or against the wife. If the priest is not very careful, he can say, oh yes, oh yes. It doesn't matter. But it matters. So that's why they came to Christ asking him, is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife? But Christ gave them the answer that they didn't expect. And they were not comfortable with the answer. So things about married life is very complex. And individuals who are married should help themselves to make it easy. According to psychology, and the problem of other mind, it's very difficult for two people, even from the same family, to think about the same thing, the same way, agreeing on a principle. How much more two people from different places coming together to build a family? Of course, there are bound to be some moment of misunderstanding and disagreement. But one central solution is love. One central solution for family problem is love. If you love your wife, if you love your husband, no matter what he or she does, you will always find an excuse for the person you love. Sometimes you may love somebody, but forces or circumstances can make it difficult for that love to prosper. That is where it is necessary to commit married life to the hand of God. Because if you remove it from God's guidance, expect anything anytime. Is a difficult road. It is true, priests do not marry. But if you bring the book of canon law, I think about 2/3 of the book is discussion about marriage and married life, laws concerning marriage and married life. So in theology. So we know everything in and out. Again, For a marriage to succeed, a man must be a man, and a woman must be a woman. If a woman wants the man to bend to her own wishes or to behave the way we want, the way she wants, that may make that man to move away from manhood and become something else. And if a man loses his manhood, his wife will no longer like him again, because what she expected will no longer be there. So a man must always strive to be a man. So also a woman should always be and remain a woman. Forget about development